Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious butterfly fried shrimp. Okay, so for this recipe I'm using 1 pound of extra large shrimp. These are already deveined, so I don't have to do that. The only thing I'm going to do is take the shell off, but I'm going to leave the tail on. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for stopping by. If you like what you see, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. When you take the shell off, you want to leave the last part of the shell on right next to the tail. To butterfly the shrimp, you'll want to cut it right down the middle, but you don't want to cut it all the way through, just enough to open up the shrimp, and then you're going to cut that all the way to the tail, right where the shell is. I'm doing this in my hand, but please be careful when you do this, don't cut yourself. So if you don't feel safe, just do it on a cutting board. Over 6 years ago, when I just started YouTube, I made this recipe, and that was my very first video to go viral that got 1 million views. And now that video has 1.2 million views. Before I get started on the recipe, I want to go ahead and heat up my deep fryer, but I wanted to share this tip with you. When you heat up your oil, you always want to heat the basket with the oil. To mix up my seasonings properly, I like to put it in a bag so I can give it a good shake. To my bag, I'm adding 2/3 cup of flour, half teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of seasoned salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Shake that really well. As always, I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box below for you. Now I'm just going to put this in my pie dish. I want to create a little dredging station over here. Next, you're going to need 2 beaten eggs, and the last thing you're going to need is 2 cups of Panko breadcrumbs. Okay, to do this, I like to take one of the shrimp and hold it by the tail. That's why I like to leave the tail on and just dredge it in the flour. Sometimes I like to use my fingers to press it down a little bit to flatten it and just to make sure it's covered. Then I dip it in the egg and make sure everything is fully coated. And the final step is in the breadcrumbs, and you just want to make sure it's fully covered. So what I like to do is use my dry hand and just press it down in there. Just lightly press it, don't press it too hard, but you just want to make sure it's fully covered. Not the tail, but the shrimp itself. It's best if you try to keep one of your hand dry and then use the other one to hold the shrimp to dip it. There are a couple of reasons I wanted to make over this video. The first one is the quality of the video is so bad. That was so long ago and we just had an old camera, so we were using what we had. At the time it was okay, but now looking at it, it's so bad. The lighting was off, it's so dark. So I mean, everybody have to start somewhere, right? So that's what we had at the time, and it worked at the time. But I just wanted to update the video. Another thing too, I don't make the shrimp the same way. I use the same ingredients, but now I butterfly the shrimp. That's the only way I like it. I used to just fry the shrimp just whole, just the way it is, but now I butterfly it and I prefer it this way. Oh, and one last thing, I wasn't even talking in my videos back then. I was so shy to talk. Oh my gosh. I'm still shy to talk. But oh my goodness, I didn't even want to talk. That just scared me to talk in my videos. So I figured, I could do over the video and just, explain it more how I do it. Well, look who's up. Look who's making their debut. My hubby came in and helped me. I have to say, I love this fresher, but this is one thing I don't like to do. I'll do a lot of things, but like dredging it, like doing it from the flour to the egg to the panko, I don't know, something about it. I always get tired when I do it. So he always come in and help me. I forgot to say in the beginning, I had this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I just wanted to use my thermometer and check it to make sure. If you have a thermometer, it's always good to check it because sometimes things are off. I'm going to fry 10 shrimp at a time. I got 20 shrimp out of 1 pound. Every time I use my deep fryer, I always get asked about it, but unfortunately, they don't sell this one anymore. But I'm going to leave a similar one link below. I didn't even purchase this from the store. We bought this off of Facebook Marketplace. So, yeah, I don't really know where you can get one. I'm going to let this fry for 3 minutes. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful these are. Oh, somehow they looked a little bit darker in the video though. In person, they didn't look so dark. I know I've said this a million times, but in case you haven't heard it, I love shrimp. Shrimp is one of my love languages. One thing I like about using panko breadcrumbs versus regular breadcrumbs is that it absorbs less oil and it just makes it so crispy. For the sauces, you can use anything you like, it's up to you. So here I have some ketchup. Everyone loves ketchup. My hubby likes this yum yum sauce. He's been loving this lately. And for me, I've been loving this sweet chili sauce lately. It's hard to pick one, they're all so good. This right here is heaven on a plate. The shrimp is just so light and so crispy. Oh my goodness. It's just so good. Well, I really hope you give this recipe a try. You're not going to regret it. It's going to be your new favorite recipe, I'm telling you. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And please don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you know when I upload new videos. I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.